Good morning, adventurers. It is our last day in the French Grand Canyon, or the Gorge du Verdon. We are headed to Nice. We're gonna take another bus ride, so hopefully, I think it's a little bit shorter. Hopefully not quite as windy so we don't get as sick, but.
How long is the bus ride?
I think it's just 2 hours.
Oh, that's not so bad.
Yeah, but we will miss this nature. We're headed to a city again, but just for a little bit, and then we'll be back out in the country.
We're headed to Nice. Did you say that already?
Yeah, I think so.
We're going to Nice.
Well, we're going to Nice if I didn't say it already, but.
We have a friend there who we met online ages ago that said we could stay with him, so.
Yeah, so it'll be nice. This will be our first time like staying with a friend on the road.
Nice and cheap, just the way I like it.
Yes.
Got a pretty nice spread for breakfast today. We got a coffee, orange juice, some croissants and some bread.
Yeah.
And we got an omelet coming. Pretty cheap, not too bad, like 15 bucks. Now we wait.
Now we wait.
I was getting pretty sick back there, but I'm feeling all right now. You feeling all right?
Much better.
It was getting bad for a second. I was about ready to take a trip to the restroom and throw up.
I brought back the C bands.
Yeah.
They seem to be helping a little bit.
These are like motion sickness bands if you've never seen them before. They work, apparently.
Yeah. I didn't throw up at least, so that's good.
We're almost there. We're like 10 minutes away. Success. We've arrived in Nice, but our friend has been out of town and he's getting into town at like 7 p.m. What is it right now? Like 3 or
It's like
something?
1:30.
Oh, it's like 1:30 now, so we've got a lot of time to kill. The plan is to go find a Starbucks, mainly because we need a place with some reliable internet, get some work done, get the vlog uploaded, have a delicious beverage. Sound
Yes,
good?
all those things.
Let's
yes.
do it. Trying to figure out if that's kale or not. What do you guys think? That there. Looks like kale. We should grab it and eat it.
I'd definitely eat it.
Since we're not doing anything too exciting today, we thought we'd give you guys like a little financial update. So Allison has been putting all of our transactions into an Excel spreadsheet that we made just to try to figure out exactly what categories we're spending the most money on. So we initially thought that we would spend $1,500 every 2 weeks. That was our first estimate. But after we've kind of been putting down all of our purchases, we realized this is about $2,000. And we've been trying really hard to come in under that, but it's been pretty much impossible. So I think this is kind of telling us that if we're going to keep this lifestyle sustainable, we need to make at least $4,000 per month. I also wanted to show you guys kind of our current financial state. So right now in our bank account, we have about $1,700. I do a lot of freelance work, so the money isn't steady. So this goes up and down depending on like what contracts I'm working on and things like that. We also have our credit card bill. We put everything on this credit card. If you've seen our videos, or some of our travel videos, we mention this card sometimes. It's the Capital One Venture card, but it basically gives us like reward points on every purchase that we make. So we try to put everything on that card instead of using cash. We've been using cash a lot more lately.
Yeah,
though.
a lot in Europe. A lot of places don't take cards, or like they don't take U.S. cards, so we get screwed. So we always
end up just taking out a couple $100s when we get to a new city just in case. But we still try to put as much stuff as possible on our Capital One card. So right now the bill is at about $994. So we've got about $700 for a name. But I told you it kind of goes up and down. This is one of those down parts where we're kind of getting to zero on our funds. But I have a couple contract jobs that just are really late paying me. So hopefully those payments come through before we get too far in the red. It's pretty interesting to see where our money's been going. So for the second half of May, most of our money went to household items, and this was because we threw like electronics in this category, and that's because I lost my hard drive broke, so I had to buy a new hard drive. So that was a big unexpected expense, and a quarter of what we brought in went to housing.
Yeah.
So just to show you an idea of how much our Airbnbs cost, and then eating out is 18%. This is a number that we try hard to keep down as low as possible, but it's really difficult. When you're in a new city, it's really fun to kind of eat out and go to the restaurants and stuff.
And a lot of Airbnbs don't have all of the equipment you need. So
to cook.
So if you want to make a full meal, you kind of buy a lot of little random things. It kind of ends up being almost the same amount.
So that was the end of May. So the beginning of June 1st to June 15th, we've spent 40% on housing, which is a lot higher than it was the previous month. But and then we spent 30% on eating out. So housing and eating out went up drastically. I'm not sure why.
I think it was because in May I booked things earlier, so I think a big chunk of our housing.
Oh yeah, that's true, because that makes sense.
May.
So sometimes we book stuff way ahead of time. Sometimes we book stuff last minute. So I guess inevitably we're gonna have some like variance there.
Yeah.
But anyways, that's about it. We just wanted to we were just working on this stuff and figured we'd just kind of tell you guys. So if you have any questions about any of this stuff, you can just leave a comment in the comment section below and we'll let you know. Well, we got kicked out of the Starbucks. We've actually been there for a long time.
Like 6 hours or something.
Our friend he ended up missing his train, so he rented a car and he's a bit late. So we got to figure out how to kill another hour.
Well, I have an idea. Here.
Dropped you at the transit station?
Yeah, just nearby here, like a mile away or so. We walked it. Guys, this is Simone. He's letting us stay with him for the next 2 days. We haven't seen this guy in about 3 years.
Yeah.
We got all settled in. Now we're heading to are we heading to the old town, or are we just heading The city's in pure chaos tonight because I think they're having some kind of music festival to celebrate the first day of summer, I think is what it is. I'm not exactly sure. Allison almost got trampled in that mosh pit. I don't know if you guys saw it. That was great. I'm not sure what happened back there, but my card corrupted, so I lost a bit of footage for that night. But long story short, we went out, had a nice night in Nice, and Simone paid for our meal because he's a stand-up guy, but he wasn't supposed to do that.
We were supposed to do it, and he refused. Simone, we'll get you one day.
But stay tuned for tomorrow's vlog. We have a nice little day in Nice before heading over to Milan. But we're going to leave you guys here.
Good night, adventurers.
We'll see you on the road.